Hello? George? Georgie? Anyone up? Jesus. George. Julia, sorry. Bloody hell, sorry. Did I scare you? I... I should have... It's okay. Sorry. Only I did ring, but the door downstairs was open and I still had a key, so I thought, that door onto the street, the lock's busted. There was this tramp asleep in the stairwell last night. So Hedda started worrying about break-ins, and so then she got me worried. So when I saw you, I thought I was a burglar. No. Well, yes. Yes, I thought you might be a burglar. But you're not. Hurrah! Shall we start again? Hello, sis. Come here. Hello, Georgie. Konnichiwa. What? Konnichiwa. It means hello. Oh, does it? Yes. So good to see you. You're up and about early. I wanted to welcome the happy couple home, didn't I? I was going to offer to meet you at the airport last night, but it's okay. Toby picked us up. Should have seen what he had fit in the car. Got a load of furniture being shipped over too. I'm petrified. Can't remember what half of it looks like. Hedda's done nothing but shop for the past 6 months. We have to buy extra suitcases. She stayed up all night unpacking. Poor girl. She's still not sleeping. She didn't drop off till about 5. I don't think... Well... But she was dead to the world when I got up. Goodness. I know. It's all material. Research. Haven't been wasting time on your honeymoon, have you? This is nice. Do you like it? Not very me, is it? But I just thought... Wait, what? No, it's silly, really, but just after what Hedda said at the wedding... Hedda? What did she... Oh, you know, about how I was a bit... dowdy. She didn't say dowdy. She said dated. She didn't say... Alright, it doesn't matter, George. She's probably right. I don't want the beautiful Hedda Gabler to be ashamed to be seen out with her dowdy old sister-in-law, do I? She didn't say dowdy. Well, show me then. Oh, gorgeous! Now come on, park yourself. I want to have a good catch-up before Hedda emerges. So good to have you back. Good to be back. I missed you. No improvement with Auntie Rita, I suppose. Oh no. You shouldn't expect it, George. I brought her home from the hospital. They're taking her off the dialysis. And it's nicer for her at home, in her own bed, with all her things there. I don't think she knows where she is half the time, but it makes a difference, doesn't it? Having your things. I know it sounds selfish. She's in such a lot of pain, but I hope she doesn't go yet. I don't know what I'm going to do when she does. I'm not complaining, but... Oh, come on, Jew. I'm still... No. But you're a married man. My little brother's a married man. And to Hedda Gabler, you must have had a lot of competition. I did. Half the wedding party baying for my blood. And then you were off. Just like that. 6 months. Never been away from you for 6 months before. I was up at Oxford for 8 years. That doesn't count. You were only a car ride away. And I was still washing your pants every weekend, wasn't I? Anyway, come on, tell me about the grand honeymoon. Well, it was a research trip for me as well. The stuff I saw out there, you wouldn't believe. I mean, the thinking, the technology. They're leaps ahead. I went to this one conference, Kyoto, and but isn't there any other news Nothing to tell me about the trip? I thought maybe you might be expecting something. Expecting what? Don't be coy, Georgie. Coy? Julia! I mean, do you and Hedda have any special news? Oh, special news. Actually, now you mention it, Hedda and I are pretty certain, yes, that your brother is going to be a senior lecturer at UCL very soon. But you knew that already, June. What can you be talking about? I get it. Keep your nose out, Julia. None of your bloody business. That's not what I meant. Stop being an interfering old spinster. You're only 33. 34. Alright, 34. 35 soon. In 6 months, you'll hardly miss Havisham. Not yet, anyway. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Anyway, you have to save up a bit, maybe, before. Before what, Sticky Beak? Sorry, I just meant... Must have been quite expensive. 6 months, and Japan's not a cheap country, is it? Well, yes. Yes, but I had the research grant. That covered a bit of it, and paying the mortgage on this place. The whole time, too. It's dented our finances a little bit more than I planned, yes? But Hedda had to have the trip. She needed it. You saw her before we left. Oh, I know. All the stress of the funeral. Oh, poor girl. Oh. Stuck in that house alone for those weeks after. I said to her, Dr. Gabler should have left arrangements. I couldn't get her to leave it. Solicitors and removal men and the college board breathing down her neck. Bloody vultures. Difficult to have to deal with death like that when you're that young. After the service, she laid in my lap and cried. She needed you, George. Needed a change. You did right to get her away from Oxford. I always thought it must be a funny place to live. If you don't have any interest in books or learning, watching it all from the sidelines. Oh, but Hedda's a very intelligent girl, you know? Oh, I know. Brains and beauty. Makes me sick. Oh, I know she's clever, but not academic, though. Is she? It's not about bits of paper. Listen to Mr. PhD talk. I mean, Dr. Gabler relied on her, especially towards the end. I don't think he could have carried on his work without her. It was a full-time job. I know. Anyway, you're liking it, are you? The flat. It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it needs some work. Well, yes, I was going to... Obviously, it needs work. And money. But architecturally, it's outstanding. Oh, outstanding. Underneath. Original features, although that bathroom... I know. Avocado nightmare. And it's quite drafty in here, isn't it? The heating's a bit... antiquated. Yes, but it's definitely drafty, and it's only October. Come on, Jew. It's beautiful. Look at the light in this place. Well, yes, the light, and it's nice and big, I suppose. Well, there you go. Hedda needs space. It affects you so much where you live, only a bike ride from you too. And you know Toby's finally defected to the other end of the central line. You can see his flat from the window. See? Hello, Tobes. And it's a nice area, isn't it? Characterful. Oh, yes. Portobello Road at the weekends, carnival in the summer, rice and peas whenever you want it. Yes, very urban. I just can't believe we're actually here. We actually own it. Love at first sight, you know. Stumbled on it one night, ended up sitting on that bench over the road for hours, just wishing it was ours. Hedda and I, we thought it was just beautiful. The ivy on the brick, wisteria climbing up. She said, I remember it so clearly, she said she felt she could never live anywhere except this house. And then it just happens to come up for sale. No, well, turns out it'd been on the market for ages, actually. I can't think why. Well, market's dropped off, hasn't it? Still, wasn't cheap though, was it? And the mortgage must be... It's fine, really. The money will be there. And it's an investment, isn't it? In our future. In Hedda. I wanted to feel... I know. Happy. You know, I love her so much, really. Sometimes I just sort of ache with it. Sorry. I'm so happy for you. It's gonna be beautiful. How much do you think? George, to do it up properly. That much? George, listen. Mum and Dad's house. No. We've already talked about this. Well, I want to talk about it again. It's far too big for just me. I only need a bit of extra space to run the business from. I've talked to a few estate agents. You wouldn't believe how it's appreciated over I don't want you to sell it. It's your home. Our home. No, but this is your home now. And I want you to be able to enjoy it. Do it up properly. Come on, it's only money, isn't it? I mean, if money's the only thing we have to worry about, then I'll think about it. I mean, look at you. Your own flat. Married. And about to become a senior lecturer. I just feel so... It sounds silly, but I feel so blessed. Don't be silly. You deserve it. After all you've had to worry about, I wish Mum and Dad could have known. What you've achieved. They'd be so proud. Working so hard. And then all that with Eli Longford. It still makes me angry. The trouble he caused you. No, it does. Acting like your best friend and then accusing you like that. I have to say, I wasn't surprised when I heard all that talk about him. Interfering with that poor girl. Not surprised at all. One of his own students. It was a little more complicated than that. She retracted her no smoke without fire, and I know you shouldn't say it, but I'm glad. I am. Have you heard anything about how he's doing since I left? Nothing at all. Except he's published a new book. What? I saw them talking about it on the TV. The affable chappie with the glasses and the well-preserved Australian woman. Didn't sound like much to me. You wait and see what they make of your new book. I'm dying to know what it's going to be about. Robotic ants. Oh my. Well, isn't that just... Wait! Robotic ants and the mapping of consciousness. I mean, it's so, isn't it? To think you can write a whole book on something like that. A lot of work to do first. 6 months worth of research to collate. The sheer volume of material, it all needs ordering and consolidating and... Consolidating? You're so methodical. You remind me of Dad so much sometimes. Can't wait to get started. Now I've got something to get my teeth into. And someone to love you. That's the most important thing. Yes, I know. She's wonderful, isn't she? Hello. Speak of the devil. Hedda? Is there any coffee? Hedda! Hello, darling. Welcome home. Morning, Julia. Lovely to see you. You're here early. Oh, well, I was just... Couldn't wait to see her family, could you, Ju? And how was your first night in your new home then, Hedda Gabler? Tesman. Did you sleep at all? Not really. Not really. Tolerably. Is there an echo in here? It wasn't too bad, was it, darling? I know you had a rough night, but you were fast asleep when I got up. Won't you sit down, Julia? Oh no, I won't. Thank you, but I should get back to Rita. Give her my love, eh? Tell her I'll come over later. Soon as I can. Yes, I will. Oh, I nearly forgot. Wake up, Julia. What is it? Don't get too excited. My slip-slops! Oh, Ju, that's... Hedda! Julia's brought my slip-slops. I gave them a good wash. They were filthy. Remember how annoyed I was I'd forgotten them? Honestly, Ju, I said to Hedda, 5 or 6 times? At least 5 or 6 times I said to Hedda, I'm really annoyed. I forgot my slip-slops, didn't I, sweetheart? Yes, they were one of the hot topics of conversation of our honeymoon. Your slip-slops. Slip-slops! Have you had a stroke or something? Hello, old chums. Rita made these for me before I went up to Oxford. Knitted them herself. Try them on, they are so comfy. Go on. I'm alright, thanks. George, I think some gypsies must have broken in while we were away. Nobody's going to break in, sweetheart. Stop worrying. I'll get the door fixed today. No, I'm serious. Look. We better sterilize the sofa. Hedda. God, it smells! It really smells, George. It smells of old ladies. Hedda, stop it, darling. Hello? You want to buy some pegs? Hedda, that's Julia's. Oh, is it? Yes, it's new. Sorry, I didn't really look at it properly. It's alright. It's lovely, Ju. Really lovely. Hedda was just... It doesn't matter. It wasn't very expensive. Don't look so mortified, you two. I said it's alright, didn't I? My own fault for trying to look nice next to Hedda here. Look at you. Just got out of bed and you still look like $1 million, doesn't she? Makes me feel like an old frump. Oh, don't be silly. An ugly old frump. I don't know how you do it. You always look so nice. Clothes just seem to hang properly on you. She looks even better now, don't you think? I mean, now she's filled out a bit. Got a few more curves. Filled out a bit? No, well, you can't really tell in this dress, but I can tell you when... You can't tell her anything. I'm exactly the same now as I was when I left. I was just... I mean, don't you think she looks different, Julia? I think she looks lovely. Just Lovely. You've made my little brother a very happy man. Sorry. Can you let go, please? You're hurting me. Oh, sorry. I should be going. Oh, no, you don't have to. Don't be silly, George. I'll pop round again tomorrow, if that's all right. Of course. We're so close. We want you round here as often as possible. Goodbye, Hedda. Every day, if you like, I'll see you at Hedda. Julia said goodbye.